There's exactly one powerful reason someone reappears in your world after causing you pain, and understanding it will transform how you see every relationship in your life. Few experiences cut deeper than watching someone who shattered your trust suddenly return. The individual who abandoned you, dismissed your feelings, disregarded your devotion, they vanish without explanation, yet somehow find their way back to your doorstep, your inbox, your existence. What drives this return? What compels them to resurface after inflicting damage? The answer is singular and profound. They reappear when reality reveals what they surrendered. To grasp this completely, we must explore the emotional, psychological, and spiritual forces behind their comeback. Pay close attention because this understanding will heal your confusion, validate your experience, and awaken inner strength you've always possessed. First, they return when reality teaches lessons you already understood. During your time together, you offered far beyond what they earned. You provided presence, understanding, truth, and genuine connection. You recognized their essence in ways others couldn't. You loved them in ways they'll never experience again. Yet they failed to recognize this value. They departed believing superior options awaited. Something simpler, more thrilling, less demanding. Existence has powerful teaching methods. When they venture forward seeking improvement, they encounter truth. Connections built on convenience. Individuals who misunderstand their silence. Partners who ignore their struggles. Companions absent during difficult moments. Memory strikes them gradually, painfully, because authentic love never reaches the same depths twice. Second, they return when remorse begins consuming their thoughts. Remorse starts quietly. It emerges as gentle whispers within their consciousness. Recollections of your laughter, instances of your compassion, memories of tranquility they felt beside you. Then these whispers intensify, growing louder until they become deafening. Questions flood their awareness. How could I release them? Why did I behave so carelessly? Why couldn't I appreciate what existed? Remorse steals peaceful sleep. It continuously highlights their mistakes. When remorse outweighs pride, their return becomes inevitable. Third, they return because you represented their sanctuary. You weren't merely another person. You embodied a sensation, a refuge. Individuals might explore countless options, but genuine sanctuary gets built only once. That sanctuary was you. They come back because external chaos overwhelms them, and suddenly they comprehend. The serenity they experienced with you cannot be duplicated. You alone understood their shifting moods, championed their aspirations, embraced their imperfections, never condemned their history. The world exhausts them. You restored them. Fourth, they return because universal justice reveals truth. Everyone who damages a sincere soul eventually encounters consequences, not as vengeance, but as education. After hurting you, life sends someone who mirrors that exact treatment. When they overlooked you, someone overlooks them more severely. When they undervalued you, another person undervalues them equally. That's when comprehension arrives. That's when they distinguish between those who exploited them and someone who authentically cared. You. When justice shows reality, arrogance dissolves, selfishness crumbles, and they finally reappear. Fifth, they return when existence becomes overwhelming without your presence. With you, everything felt manageable. Their anxieties, emotional turbulence, ambitions all seemed lighter. Your absence makes existence heavier. Nobody encourages them. Nobody listens genuinely. Nobody supports them as you did. Recognition dawns slowly. Their previous strength originated from your nearness. Their drive stemmed from your encouragement. Their calm came from your affection. The realization hits powerfully. Existence flourished with you. Sixth, they return because your bond never completely severed. Certain connections refuse to break. They merely suspend. A fragment of their spirit remains eternally yours. A portion of their consciousness continues sensing you. Months transform into years, yet they experience an attraction, an invisible thread pulling them homeward. You weren't just a temporary chapter, you became the pivotal moment in their narrative. Regardless of distance, their heart discovers the path returning to you. Seventh, they return when they realize nobody else loves with your authenticity. Modern affection is scarce, mostly fleeting, mostly self-centered, mostly circumstantial. But your care, dedication, consistency, patience, it possessed different qualities. Depth, purity, commitment. People spend lifetimes searching for such love. Many never discover it. When the person who wounded you attempts replacing you repeatedly and fails consistently, understanding finally emerges. You were extraordinary. You were irreplaceable. You were the gift they disrespected. Eighth, they return when divine timing removes their blindness. Sometimes individuals cannot perceive your worth because spiritual timing hasn't opened their perception. They're obscured by arrogance, confusion, immaturity. Higher forces allow your loss so lessons can unfold. After suffering, after learning, after maturing, clarity arrives. Suddenly they see you accurately, your generosity, significance, sincerity, intentions. Then they rush back, praying it's not too late. Ninth, they return because they finally experience the suffering they caused you. A moment arrives when they endure identical anguish they once inflicted. The same tears, isolation, devastation. That's when realization penetrates. What I did was wrong, and I'm now experiencing consequences. Suffering is education's most powerful form. Sometimes it's the only catalyst making people comprehend their destruction. When they feel your pain, they return carrying guilt, apologies, fear of permanent loss. 10th, they return because you achieved emotional freedom. Paradoxically, people resurface strongest when you finally achieve detachment. When tears stop flowing, when pursuit ends, when expectations fade, when self-destruction ceases, they sense the transformation. They feel the void. They feel the absence. Your energy once sustained them. Your presence once shielded them. When that energy withdraws, their soul experiences panic. That panic triggers their return. The ultimate truth. You want the complete answer, the deepest reality. Here it is. They return because existence ultimately reveals what blindness concealed. That you were the answered prayer, the peace their heart required, the love their soul pursued. They resurface because they recognize you were the greatest blessing they ever received. Not because transformation occurred, not because they suddenly improved, but because truth always emerges. And the truth is simple. You were the one. Their heart recognized it. Their soul sensed it. Their existence confirmed it. Your final consideration. But now the question shifts. Not why they returned, but whether they deserve renewed space in your world. Because sometimes people return not to cherish you, but to deplete you again. Sometimes they return because circumstances became difficult, not because genuine change occurred. And sometimes they return because they finally understood your value, but you've already mastered self-worth. Remember this foundation. Your heart holds immense value. Your peace is sacred territory. Your soul is precious. Permit only those who honor that reality to remain. If they return, listen carefully, but never forget their actions. Forgive when appropriate, but never surrender self-respect. Love genuinely, but prioritize loving yourself first. This is why they come back. Losing you became existence's most profound lesson. Now the decision rests entirely in your hands. If you found value in this message, show your support by hitting that like button for Psychology Wisdom. Your engagement helps this wisdom reach others who need it. If you're fascinated by the hidden truths governing emotions and human behavior, subscribe, and activate notifications so you never miss insights that could revolutionize your perspective.